Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to another video.
Welcome.
So, today we'll be answering a question about how much information is too much information to give in a relationship. Like, to be precise, a relationship before marriage. Because there are different types of relationship, friendship relationship, marriage
Yeah.
relationship, and stuff. So,
hmm
we'll be answering that question today. So, let's get into it.
Okay. Question number one: Is it really ideal, if I'm using the right word, for persons maybe dating or a courtship or maybe in a close relationship, like they usually say boyfriend, girlfriend? Is it ideal for them to share 100% information with one another?
Well, for me, in my opinion, because that's what we're talking about, our opinions. Some people might have something else. So, in my opinion, in a relationship, first of all, if you are getting into a relationship, you should have like a mindset of where you want that relationship to go.
Yeah.
So it depends on the mindset you have. So we'll be talking about a mindset or a dating relationship that wants that the intention is marriage.
hmm
So in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, in a dating relationship,
Or
I
courtship?
or courtship,
hmm
I think it is important to give 100% information that in one way or the other would affect the future of that relationship.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
I get you.
So I don't know if you want me to elaborate on that or you don't
Yeah, I
mind.
think I'm okay. But for the sake of the viewers, I'm also thinking, like, for example, there are some persons that they when they're in a relationship, they keep on asking themselves, okay, let's say, for example, one of them is going out. Let's just use this Jet Asia will have the mobile phone. Am I supposed to always be like giving you details of where I'm going to or things about my past? Do I always have to share things about my past? This is already past. So why do I have to bring it up in a relationship? Is there really a need for that?
Well, that's what I said. So if you have it past and that information, there are some things that you would have done in the past that will come back in the future. So if you are not conscious of that, like if you think whatever information from the past will not ever have its way or come back to your future, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to not say it. It's okay if you forget about it. But
Okay.
if that information would one way or the other come back to your future
Mm-hmm.
and would affect the future of that relationship, would affect that marriage if you guys peradventure get married,
Mm-hmm.
then I think it's important to say it because like they say, a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So if you keep such information and you both end up getting married,
Mm-hmm.
and then one way or the other that thing comes up, it's not there are some things that some people cannot take.
Okay.
So it's better to like say it, and so you even know your ground, because if somebody can judge you based on maybe a mistake or whatever that you did in the past,
Mm-hmm.
then I don't even think that you should be moving like a future
Okay.
like with that person, because you need to know, can this person stand by you in like dark times and stuff. So it depends
Okay.
on.
Okay, well, it's a good one, but you've answered the one, so I'm also going to bring up the other. And before I continue the question,
Mhm.
this is just the first series because this question is actually broad. So we're going to be hitting them step by step.
Mhm.
So for the fact, the other part I asked about the relationship, the information details when maybe someone is going out,
Now,
do you have to give like precise details of everything you are doing to your either your who you are cutting with or maybe your boyfriend or your girlfriend, whoever you're dating with?
yes, because for me that's accountability. If you have decided and you have chosen to be in a relationship with that person, then you need to be accountable to that person. So if you are going somewhere, you have to tell the person, you have to let the person know, except it's an emergency case where maybe you didn't even know, it just happened.
Okay.
As long as you have hold of your mobile phone or whatever that you can use to reach that person, even if it's after you have done that thing, it's important that you send a message or call the person and tell the person, oh, something came up and I left. It's not like the person is bossing you or trying to invade your privacy or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
as you are in a relationship with that person, you have decided and you have committed to put that person in your life. So you should you should give the person like information. That one for sure, 100%. You have to
Okay.
give 100% information. It's not like the person is trying to take load over you, but it's just that's accountability. You have to be accountable to the person that you are in a relationship with.
Okay, well said. So just to say, bring more, throw more light,
Mhm.
because I believe today I'm like an audience today, so I'm speaking for the audience.
Okay.
So what about a situation whereby we want something practical? Because most of the time people give explanation of situations, but these things you're explaining to us, is it are there things that you have actually done for yourself
Mhm.
while you're in a relationship? Did you in a way practice any of these things? And what I'm asking, like, two questions now.
Yeah.
One of them is, did you do them while you were in a relationship,
Mhm.
and what was the success rate for what you did? Did it make a relationship healthy,
Okay.
or did it make or mar? Let me put it that way, the
Okay.
relationship.
So first of all, let me talking about your past,
Okay.
like in a relationship. Yes, it makes good for your relationship. Like for example,
My
like
husband.
yeah,
I'm in the audience,
yes.
so
For
just say my
example,
husband. Don't say him.
yeah, okay. For example, for example, my husband now.
Hmm.
Not like, oh, I think some of you might have watched the last video we did about the pillow fight
Yes,
where,
yes, yes.
yeah, where you talked about like, oh, who was my primary school best friend, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said I've
yeah.
talked about this person, but I didn't tell you that this person was my best friend.
Hmm.
That's it. That's an example of like talking about your past,
Okay.
things that has happened before. My husband has told me about things that has happened to him when he was in primary school, secondary school, university. Even some of them were not important. They were not important at all. But sometimes discussion leads to discussion, and he told me.
Yeah.
In that scenario now, there are some things that would come up in this our present in our relationship now as husband and wife that would refer back and you'll be like, I told you about this thing before. Or oh, that thing happened. I'm like, ah, you didn't tell me that one. And we will bring back the story and you'll say, oh, remember when I said this and this and this? I'm like, oh, even if it's something that would have hurt me if you didn't tell me before, because now I'm already aware because he has told me before, and I'm like, oh, that one, okay, that's
Hmm.
it.
Yeah.
But if it was like a new thing and it's something that would hurt me, that might cause issue in our relationship. So yes, talking to me about his past and me talking to him about my past, because also it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Things that has happened in my past, family life, relationship life, school life, I told it to him. And now if something like that comes up, it doesn't have like as much effect, even if, because we are humans, sometimes we cannot control what our heart
Hmm.
feels,
Hmm.
even if it feels some type of way, but because he has been aware before, it's something that we can easily talk about and it goes away, it brushes off, we
Hmm.
it's out. And then so it's make that answer to my number one question. Yes, it makes for a healthy relationship
Okay.
in marriage as well, and in relationship, whatever.
Okay.
And then about telling the person you're in a relationship with about your present, like where you are or what you'll be doing or whatever, giving person information, detailed information. It's also helpful. And it has also helped me. Even most of you know, my husband and I, we were in distant relationship for a few times, for a few years.
Ah, that's a few times. Ah, very long.
Sorry, yeah, for a few years.
Hmm.
Being accountable helps. The minute you decide not to be accountable to the person you are in a relationship with, then you start having problems because you might now be doing something hide and seek because you now know, oh, I'm not accountable to this person, or I might not give this person 100%
100% information.
information. You can now start doing some kind of backyard things that you're not supposed to be doing.
True.
So from there, secrecy or secret starts coming in
Hmm.
to that relationship. So for me, and my husband, when we were dating, when we were in a relationship, even up until now, we still give ourselves 100% information of our location, and we use iPhone, so we share our locations. So even if I cannot reach him and I feel like, oh, maybe it's getting late or probably his emergency came up and we could not share information, I can easily go and I can go like find my iPhone and I will know where is his exact location. And the same goes for me. Even one time I went to work. It was evening shift, right? And I didn't close early. I just walked out from the from the from like I just walked out from the hospital going home, and it was like late in the night. It was past 11 or almost to 12. I just came out from the hospital and I saw my husband outside, and I'm like, "How did you know? How did you know I was there?" Say, "I checked find my iPhone and I decided to come and wait for you." I'm like, "Wow, what if you came here and I was not here? Maybe it's in the iPhone already told me." So like I'm saying sharing 100% information can even also help you
Mm-hmm.
to be safe, because say for example now I was in danger at that point. His presence there would have also helped me.
Yeah,
So
I would have come as a Superman,
yeah.
do
So
some stunts.
sure you say you're not my husband in this.
Sorry, he would have come there and do some Superman, do some stunts.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. It's gonna help you 100% as well. So it helps the relationship, it makes for a healthy relationship to share your information, your past, your present, your future plan together.
Okay, so we'll be switching now. My wife becomes the audience and I become the host. So,
Okay.
time for your question.
So with everything that the uh, previous answeree or answer or whatever the previous person said,
Mm-hmm.
are you okay with it? Or is there anything you can add? Is it like from your own point of view?
Mm-hmm.
Is it everything you should be sharing in a relationship from your past, especially?
Especially, yeah.
Yes, because that's the like I think that's where some people they don't
Yeah,
they
it's
feel
true.
like they just shouldn't share because they don't know what will happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it everything that you should share?
And well, I won't say much though, but I'll just, because you've said a lot, so I'll just like build some bridge around what you've said. The basic thing is that if you are in for a relationship, the first thing you must know that as long as you've said, I am in a relationship, you're supposed to give your 100 in everything. It's just the facts. I know most people don't like to hear it, most people don't want it. But if you say that you are, except maybe you are not in a relationship, friendship is in for a relationship. In friendship, you can actually give some information, hide some information. And I know as I'm saying this, there are some persons that are even not still okay with what I'm saying because they believe it's not supposed to be 100. I have many friends that have said that. They say, "Ah, you cannot, why come you're giving it?" But for me, it works for me. It works for my wife. And if it's not working, we'll not talk about it.
Yeah.
So the best thing is, as long as your heart is committed in the relationship, give your best, give your all. So, except maybe you are not serious about it, because most times I could remember when my friends, my wife, when we were okay, I could remember my wife, okay, I did not point to my wife, when we were friends. Like, I think we're just starting the friendship. We're not too close then, but I'm this kind of person. I don't like accountability. I like doing my thing. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't, I like, I can leave the house when I was with my parents. Okay, I'm going somewhere. Definitely, you know, I will come back. But don't start asking me, okay, are you there now? Oh, I was there. Just let me go and come back. But while we were friends, she kept on like once in a while, she would just check on me, okay, where are you now? Now, I wasn't used to it. So we even cried about it. Then I was like, stop asking me where I'm going to. I'm not okay with it. But later on, I knew deep down inside of me the reason why I was actually doing that was because there are some little things I wanted to do that I didn't want her to know. So what I'm trying to say is that if you are actually transparent and you are giving your 100, there's really nothing to hide. Because if you are transparent in a relationship, I don't see any reason why your friend or whoever you are cutting with shouldn't know where you are at any time. And also, I don't see why you cannot share your past, because everybody has a past.
Mm.
There is nobody that doesn't have a past. But like my wife said something that was very important. She said, as long as you know in the future that information will be relevant, then please share it. Except maybe you know that if they shake the world upside down, turn the world upside down, that information can never come to play. Like it's not really relevant. Maybe it's something that's not really important that will not to affect your marriage. You may say you don't want to share it, but for my advice, I would still say share it. That's just my own advice, because you never can tell what information will be offensive to your partner or to your friend. The one thing about relationship is that don't ever take whoever you are dating by surprise. Don't ever take the person by surprise. There's nothing that feels good that when the person you are with feels they know. You cannot know everybody in totality. There's my wife now. I know her every day. She knows me every day. Oh, sorry. My wife now.
I forgot. I was.
Okay, we she knows, like, we, well, I know that till we finish our purpose here on earth, we'll keep on knowing each other.
Yeah.
But the basic thing is, there's nothing like when you know so much than you know less. So that's what I think.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I get you. Thank
Okay.
you. Good.
Thank you.
Okay, so the next question you asked me was
Will this one be the last one?
yes.
So we'll come up with that series.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what was the other question you asked me? So
Uh,
I think that was it.
okay.
So in conclusion,
In conclusion,
so
so
in
conclude
conclusion,
first.
okay. So in conclusion, it's important to share your past and your present
And your future.
and your future.
Yeah, future is very
Future
important.
is like your future plan.
Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah,
Very, very
very.
important.
So it's good you share it because it would help you to give you a healthy relationship, and it's better for you to know where you stand with the person you're in a relationship with.
True.
If the person can take your past or not, and if the person cannot take your past, you cannot judge the person.
Sure, sure. Don't do that.
Yes, you cannot judge the person.
Don't be in a relationship with anybody out of pity.
Mm-hmm.
So if you cannot tolerate my past and my present, then I don't think there's anything we should be doing together. Because at the end of the day, to look like an excess baggage.
Yes.
So that's why I always tell people, be open.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say, if I tell him my past now, he will not love me again,
Yeah.
or she will not love me again. She will leave. Somebody that we see, Bible says love covers multitude of sin.
Yeah.
If someone really loves you, if Jesus Christ could cover that sin with his blood and says that we must also do the same by forgiving, then I don't think it should be
Yes.
it should be an issue. So
you
I say the
should
person doesn't want to.
so if
Yeah.
the person doesn't want, you cannot judge the person.
Yeah.
You can only say like that was my past. I'm no
Exactly.
longer that kind of person.
Mhm.
All things are passed away. You can only explain yourself and
Yes.
show that you have really changed. If it's something
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
just show that. But if the person still cannot take it, it's better for you to know a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage, because some
Yeah.
people they don't mind even if they get married to you and you now bring up your past, boom, and they don't want it, they will still end the marriage.
True.
So it's better for you to just say it now, know where you stand, and have your peace. But I know that also some people will say, so is it everybody I'm in a relationship with that will share my past with? As long as that relationship, you guys are thinking that in the future you
You are
want
going to be together, then yes.
Yes.
And this one will be for another day, though. But let me just chip it in that in anticipation, is that you see that some ladies that they are even scared to tell a guy that they are no longer virgins. For example, just an example, because they feel if they tell the guy that they are no longer virgins, especially they feel that this guy is the type of guy that would want a virgin. Just for example, they will just I cannot, if I tell him he will not. No. Like my wife said, it's written in the scripture. In I think that's in I think it should be First Corinthians chapter 5 verse 17. He said all things they are already passed away. It's already gone. So this this person is already a new creature. You cannot judge the person by the old life. So I don't think that one is on that. It's a very long discussion. I don't think virginity is a clause for someone to actually want to get married to someone or the other. So
If you want to know about that, you can
that one is
send us
another.
if you want to send a private message, if you want to drop it in the comment section, whatever you feel comfortable for you. You can ask your questions regarding relationships and
Yeah.
whatever my husband just said. Now you're back to my husband.
Okay, yes, I'm back to the husband. Yes, welcome back.
Welcome back. So whatever I say. So in conclusion, yes, that's our point of view.
Yeah, share everything.
Yes,
It's
everybody
important.
has their own point of
This
view.
is our point of
This is
view.
our own
It's
point of view.
working, and to keep on
It will continue
working.
to work. Yes.
Just it will save you a lot of headache.
Yeah, a lot of stress,
A
peace
lot.
of mind. You can walk on the street freely. You'll
A
not be
lot
scared that
of
your
headache.
ex-boyfriend will now jam your husband or your present boyfriend.
So that's it. So the Lord will help us.
In Jesus' name,
Amen. So
God
please
help us all.
don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
And we sincerely want to appreciate you all for taking us from 0 to 100 or over 100 now. We really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Please don't forget to share. Don't forget to comment and
Like,
give us your view.
subscribe, and please turn on post notifications so that you
Yes.
get
Ginging.
alerts
Get the
whenever
alerts.
we drop new videos.
Yes, so
And you enjoy our videos because we are fun and we are lively. I'm going to sound our own bell.
yeah, hang down.
We need to praise ourselves before somebody.
So I think we have to go now.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
see you next time.
Next time.
Bye.
Bye.